The Magic Spring Water. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old couple.
Dear, I'm home. It must have been hard chopping all that firewood.
It wasn't so bad. Here, I brought something for you.
What is it? Oh, it's honey rice cake.
Although the two were poor, they cared for one another very deeply and lived happily together. Shortly after they started eating the rice cake, their next-door neighbor dropped by. Hello. Well, look who's here. Why don't you join us? It's just honey rice cake.
Oh, here, try a piece. It's very good.
This is all that's left? How greedy can the man be? That nasty man was widely known as the greediest and meanest man in the neighborhood. Well, that wasn't as good as you said it was. I'm going home to have a proper meal. How ungrateful. You see, the neighbor was actually very rich, but he would drop by the old couple's house at mealtime to satisfy his hunger. The next day, the old man was getting ready for work. His wife stopped him before he headed out.
Dear, take this with you. I found some potatoes and boiled them.
Oh, that's too many. I can find plenty of edible fruits and nuts in the woods. Let's split them in half.
All right. Now be careful out there in the woods.
Don't worry. I'll chop a lot of wood today and buy plenty of rice at the market. Once he reached the woods, he gathered up tree branches and loaded them onto his wood carrier. He was about to leave when he heard the most pleasant sound. Oh, how lovely. I've never heard such a sound before. The old man stood still to listen to the songbird. Soon the bird fluttered off. The old man hurried after the bird.
I'm sure the little bird came this way.
He looked for the bird this way and that. There you are. Now, I came all this way just to listen to more of your beautiful voice. The old man sat down to listen, but then he remembered the promise he made his wife. Oh, no, I should be at the market buying rice. The old man headed down the mountain. That's when he noticed a small spring.
Oh, look, a spring.
Feeling a bit parched, the old man drank from the spring. Now that was refreshing. Meanwhile, the old woman was indeed worried about her husband. She grew so worried that she couldn't sit still at home.
What am I going to do? Where could he be?
The old woman had no choice but to go up the mountain herself. Before long, she spotted a man with a wood carrier.
Is that you, dear?
The man rushed over when he heard her voice. Dear, what are you doing in the woods this late?
I came out looking for you. I was worried that something awful might have happened to you.
All right, come on now. I'm not a little boy. Let's go home. The two walked down the mountain together. Once they got home, the woman was startled out of her wits.
Who are you?
It was too dark in the woods to see clearly, but now that she saw him in the light, The man standing next to her was not her husband, or so she thought. "What do you mean, it's me? Take a closer look." The old woman peered into the man's face to realize that it was the face of her husband, but from his younger days.
Oh, my goodness. What happened?
Her husband told her all about the spring and everything that took place in the woods that day.
How fortunate for you. You always complained about your back aching, but now you're young again. You won't need to worry about that anymore, right?
The next morning, the husband started out the door. "Dear, I'm heading out to chop some firewood and bring home rice."
Be careful.
Now that she could see everything clearly in the daylight, it was awkward to see her husband in his younger form. She stopped him.
Honey, you look so young and dashing now. I must look so old next to you.
The husband looked lovingly at her and took her hand. "Come on, let's go to the woods together."
What? Why?
"Trust me."
What a walk.
Now, it should be here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
What is?
The magic spring I told you about. Now, why don't you drink some of the spring water as I did? The old woman drank from the spring. She then caught a glimpse of her reflection on the water's surface and couldn't believe what she saw. "Oh dear, look at me. It worked. My dear, you're just as beautiful as the day I married you." The couple embraced each other with joy. Together, they chopped wood and sold loads at the market at a handsome price. They bought enough rice to last for several days and returned home. They were just about to sit down for a meal when their greedy neighbor came by. "I'm famished. What have you got to eat?" The greedy neighbor was startled to find the strangers. "Who are you?" So the kind husband told him everything that had happened. "Now, where did you say that spring was?" As soon as the rooster crowed, the man rushed toward the mountain. "It must be here somewhere." The nasty man finally found the magical spring. "Yes, there it is." The greedy man ran to the spring and drank as much water as he could. "It's dark outside, and I haven't seen our neighbor return from the woods. I hope he didn't lose his way. Let's go see if we can find him." So the couple went to the spring in the woods. But instead of their bad-tempered neighbor, they found a crying baby. "Wait, isn't that our neighbor's clothes?" The baby was wrapped in adult clothing which appeared to be their neighbor's clothes. "I think I know what happened." He guessed right. Their neighbor got greedy and drank too much of the spring water. What are we going to do with him? Maybe we should raise him as our own. That's a wonderful idea. Now that we're both young, we can work hard and afford to raise a child. So the couple did so. And the greedy neighbor baby? Well, he was raised with so much love and attention, he grew up to be kind and considerate, unlike his former self. And the three lived happily for the rest of their days.